All right, here let's go over 3 different problems where you're dividing fractions. So when you're dividing fractions, you need to remember keep, change, flip. We're going to change this to a multiplication problem. So for the blue one here, I keep the first number as 1/3. I change it to multiplication, and then I flip the second number. Now I can multiply. Remember, when you're multiplying, you just multiply straight across. 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 2 is 6. And then just make sure you can't simplify it at all. There's nothing I can divide 5 by that I can also divide 6 by. So this is already in its lowest terms. For the next one, before I can do keep, change, flip, if I have a mixed fraction, this 3 and 1/4, this is called a mixed fraction, I need to change that first to an improper fraction. So there's one numerator, one denominator. Remember, you take that bottom number, 4 times 3 is 12, and you add the top number. And you get 13 over 4. So the first step is to change them so they're both improper fractions. Now we can do the keep, change, flip. So keep the first number, change it to multiplying, flip the second number, and then multiply across. If you happen to notice that you can cancel something out before you multiply, you could do that. Or you could just multiply across and get 26/20ths and then simplify that. I'm going to just show you. I noticed that there's a 2 in the numerator and a 4 down here in the denominator. I can divide those both by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so I'm just going to change that to a 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now I can multiply across. 13 times 1 is 13. 2 times 5 is 10. So this is our simplified improper fraction. Now, on this assignment, you'll notice that it's not going to give that as a choice. If the numerator is bigger than the denominator, they want you to simplify it more back into a mixed fraction. So remember, when you're changing a number to a mixed fraction, this is 13 divided by 10. So you say, well, how many times does 10 go into 13? Well, it goes in 1. And when I subtract, I get 3. So this is the same as 1 3/10. These two are the same fraction, just one is in an improper fraction, one is the mixed fraction. All right, last one. If you want to divide these, you need to have 2 improper fractions. So you just change that first one to a fraction. 4 is the same as 4 over 1. Now I can do the keep, change, flip. So keep the first number, 4 over 1, change it to multiplying, flip the second number. So now it's 7/6. So again, you could just multiply across, get 28/6, and then simplify that. Or if you happen to notice, hey, there's a 4 in the top, a 6 in the bottom. I can divide 4 and 6 both by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That's called canceling out. Now you can multiply across. And you have a fraction that's already simplified. Again, though, you might notice that is the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so we can simplify that back to a mixed fraction. 14 divided by 3 is just saying how many times does 3 go into 14? 3 goes into 14 4 times. And you have a 12. And then you have a 2 left. So this is the same as 4 2/3. These are the same fractions, One is just an improper fraction, the other is the answer as a mixed fraction.